just in case, this video isn't an attack on any group or idol. It's about the industry, the timing, and the difference between hype and impact. Every generation in K-pop had a moment where it changed the culture. A sound, an image, a shift you could feel even if you weren't exactly a fan. Fifth gen hasn't had that moment. I mean, not yet, but I'm not really feeling anything revolutionary happening anytime soon, specifically from the fifth generation. Okay, let me point out a few iconic things from past generations. For instance, second gen birthed the Hallyu 2, basically like a digital pivot. Basically, before second gen, if you wanted to see K-pop, you had to be in Asia or buying bootleg DVDs. YouTube was the really game changer, because groups like Super Junior, Girls' Generation, and big-bang were the first to really exploit YouTube. When G or Sorry went viral, it wasn't just a song, it was a cultural reset. To be frank, they were the first to use the internet to build fandoms that felt like families. They turned standing into a full-time job. And then there was fashion and the invention of the idol aesthetic. This era was loud, experimental, and honestly, sometimes unhinged as fuck. Big Bang, especially G-Dragon, basically pioneered the luxury streetwear look in K-pop. They were rocking MCM, Chrome Hearts, and Jeremy Scott before it was cool in the West. The concept King-Queen era, every comeback had a distinct concept: military, retro, futuristic, or dark. It turned idols into more than just singers. They became actual living art pieces and fashion icons. And that's just to name a few things second gen brought to the table. Then third gen followed. If second gen built the house, third gen blew the fucking roof off and made it a whole-ass global skyscraper. This is literally the era of BTS, BLACKPINK, EXO, Twice, Red Velvet, 17, just to name a few. They didn't just cross borders, they erased the damn lines. First of all, third gen made K-pop mainstream. Before third gen, K-pop was a cool niche. After third gen, it became a global standard. Then the Billboard breakthrough. BTS didn't just chart, they lived on the Billboard 200. They proved that singing in Korean wasn't a barrier, it was also their entire brand. BLACKPINK headlining Coachella in 2019 was a massive cultural shift. It signaled to the West that K-pop groups weren't just boy-girl bands. They were potential pop stars in the making. This is also when the Human Chanel and Human Dior era started. While second gen wore experimental fashion piece, third gen became the literal faces of French and Italian luxury houses. Global brand ambassadors, Kai with Gucci, Jennie with Chanel, and BTS with Louis Vuitton. They changed the power balance. Now, luxury brands need K-pop idols to stay relevant to Gen Z. The survival show boom also happened. The industry realized they could sell the struggle of becoming an idol, not just the finished product. Shows like Produce 101, forming IOI, and Wanna 1 and 16, forming Twice, made fans feel like they owned the group because they voted for them. This increased the buy-in and financial loyalty of the fans tenfold. Fourth gen, roughly 2018-2023, made it digital native. These groups didn't just adapt to the internet, they were born in it. Stray Kids, New Jeans, aespa, TXT, IVE, and ATEZ, just to name a few. In second and third gen, a dance challenge was a cute extra. In fourth gen, it's the entire marketing strategy. Groups make music specifically designed to go viral. They create point dances that are literally built for 15-second TikTok clips. Groups like 50/50 proved that one viral sound on TikTok can get you on the Billboard Hot 100 faster than a decade of touring. This also when the self-producing standard came to be. Being a manufactured idol is out. Being a creator is in. Fourth-gen boy groups especially leaned into the noise music, or aggressive sound that they write and produce themselves. It's less about being perfect, and more about being authentic and loud. Fans now expect idols to be in the studio, not just in the dance practice room. 3RACHA, ATEZ, and Ideally are a few honorable mentions. This is also where we start to see the rise of the girl group supremacy. For a long time, boy groups sold the most albums. The fourth gen completely flipped that script. New Jeans, IVE, and LESSERFIM, just some honorable mentions. These groups are pulling numbers that were previously boy group-only territory. They've moved away from the Blackpink girl crush influence trope of the third gen and into easy listening, or Y2K nostalgia, thanks to New Jeans. Girl groups aren't just for the guys anymore. They have massive, loyal female fan bases that buy out stadiums and luxury merch. I low-key thought girls and gays were their biggest audience, or is it just me? If we're being honest, 4th Gen changed the focus heavily toward performance. The dances in 4th Gen are objectively harder and more athletic than anything before. Because the dances are so intense, there's been a lot of real talk about live singing and encore performances. It sparked a huge debate in the culture about what makes a true artist versus a performer. Hell, we even had legends from each gen that are still relevant today, like Hwasa, Soyeon, G-Dragon, Taemin, IU, etc. And I mean these idols actually changed the industry for the better. They were the real risk takers, the godfathers and queens of their time. Even though they received overwhelming hate, they still stayed till the rest of the world caught on. My point is, I haven't seen anything similar happening in 5th Gen. So when people say 5th Gen is the future of K-pop, I have to ask, the future of what exactly? Because when you strip away the aesthetics, the metrics, and the marketing buzzwords, 5th Gen doesn't feel like a new chapter. It feels like a remix of what's already been done. 5th Gen groups debuted into an industry that's already global, already optimized, and already hyper-commercialized. They didn't need to fight for visibility. They just inherited. 5th Gen isn't break any new ground. They were launched on pre-existing platforms with pre-existing formulas. 5th Gen groups debut with massive pre-orders, brand deals, and viral clips, but very few moments that extend beyond their own fandoms. If you remove the stan accounts, the bulk buying, and the algorithmic push, and all that Piola shit, what's left? I would also like to add that the visual perfection is only getting worse. It's killing the freaking identity. 5th Gen idols are some of the most visually polished people we've ever seen. But then, polish isn't personality. A lot of 5th Gen groups feel interchangeable, not because they lack talent, but because they're trained to fit trends instead of defining them. Icons don't blend in, they disrupt. I'm high-key eating with these lines. Companies are no longer taking risks, they're chasing stability. Every comeback is calculated. Every image is market-tested. Every controversy is pre-managed. But cultural shifts don't come from safety. They come from discomfort. A wise person once said, "Art should comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable." I don't know what's with the companies being cowards about being different. I swear everything's a Nujian's copy these days. It's like 90% of groups debuting chase that tired ass. Recycled Y2K, soft, girl boy next door concept. Even though I absolutely hate the concept, I can't lie, but admit the music low-key hitting. Look, I'm a hater, not a liar. I would say the only groups actually making a change in the K-pop industry right now is Cordy's, ALLDAY project, and maybe Kiss of Life. But they got cancelled, so no. The rest are copy and paste of Nujians or Blackpink, and it's exhausting. 5th Gen isn't iconic, not because it lacks talent, but because it hasn't demanded anything from the culture yet. Icons don't arrive fully formed. They're forged through risk, backlash, and time. Until something shifts, until someone breaks the formula instead of perfecting it, hype will keep being mistaken for impact.